Hello and welcome to another episode of World of Warships. Today I'm going to be grinding the aircraft carrier mini mission on the uh, combat missions for the dockyard. I'm going to try to go through all of my carriers, or at least as many as I could do in an hour. If you pay attention, you saw there at the bottom I have a small list of carriers. And it's not every carrier in the game by far, but it's quite a few. So we're sitting here at our loading screen, very slowly waiting for the number of players to tick up. Surprised there's not more submarines. They were all the rage for like a week. Now everybody's like, it's too hard to play a submarine in operations because you can't just charge straight at the enemy and shoot torpedoes at them. You have to actually use the stealth features. All right, here we go. We got the ultimate frontier. Oh,
Autopilot mode enabled.
and there. I do love this carrier though. It almost looks like the modern super carrier, but not quite. Got the angled landing deck though. Start off by looking for our destroyers. Here's one. Here's two. One thing about the tier 10 and super carriers game though, is the AA is so thick. See, I already lost the whole flight there. Barely any damage. At least with the super carriers, I have the infinite ammo, or not ammo, but infinite amount of tactical weapons that we can call on later. But not having them prepped at the start is a pain. I get why they did that, but it's totally unrealistic. I imagine that if you're going into battle, your planes are already prepped and ready to go. It's not like they're getting surprised. Battleship friend is taking his time going forward. He's also on the wrong side of me. He's pressed the accelerator now. That's a bad drop. We still got a hit. See, I'm already down to half my planes. They really overdid it with the anti-aircraft here. In fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and recall that squadron. Pull out our jets. They did a really good job with the sound design here. I'm loving these engines. That's a miss. Just too busy enjoying the sound of the engines going off. shoot Colorado here with these torpedoes. Although we just lost our cruiser to Seattle. That's kind of embarrassing. Probably should have aimed those fighters better and we wouldn't have lost it. Well, not my best work, but got it mostly. Jet fighter noises. With their dive bombers. Too bad that the Essex class doesn't get dive bombers. I wonder what my secondary range is. 49. My dog is barking in the background. It's a habit he's just picked up. He didn't used to bark all the time, but now he barks all the time. Not that I'm complaining about him barking. It's nice to have him protected at the house. Wonder if we could hit that midway with this. Yeah, let's try it. I'm sure our team can handle those two light cruisers. Noises. The fun fact about the A2 was that they didn't have any carriers big enough to actually land it on. Well, lost the squadron before we got the drop. Anyway, the fun fact about the A2 is that the aircraft carrier, because she was supposed to land on the United States, which we see down there, but the United States was never built. So they would have had to land on the Essex or the Midway class carriers. Well, they were too big to land on those, but they could take off from them. So basically the idea was that they would carry a nuclear bomb to the target and then come back and ditch near the aircraft carrier. And then they just fish them out of the ocean. That was the Navy's response to the U.S.'s strategic bomber program. They didn't want to get left out of the nuke game. Let's see if I can actually hit this time. There we go. But they would have had to ditch them next to the aircraft carrier because they were just too big to land on the small aircraft carriers. Right. Looks like all of our planes are making it in safely, and my carrier is making it into the base safely. I'm not sure parking it there is going to work out so well though, because how big the spotting range is on that thing. Or rather, how big it can be spotted. I don't know, detectability? Detectability, that's the word. I'm not sure it'll work too well based on how big the detectability is. But if we start getting shot, we can find somewhere else to hang out. Provided we don't get one shot by one of the battleships. Because they'll do that. It's really fun when you're playing the player versus player PvE or PvP mode, and people are complaining that you're too far back. And it's like, well, if I get any closer, they're gonna one-shot me, so I don't want to do that. I'm sure I can hit the carrier easy. I'm gonna get shot down. Yep, there we go. Just too squishy. Kind of just have to hit targets that are off on their own as opposed to anybody. It's kind of frustrating. Yeah, I know the non-existent commenters are all like, oh, it's a skill issue, you should just be better. But, I mean, I had a straight flight at him. There was barely any flak. And he annihilated my planes in, like, 2 seconds. Like, there's nothing you can do. Yeah. Buffalo out here. See, we can hit these guys okay because they're tier 9 or tier 8. But still, I mean, look at that. They're 2 tiers lower than me. They should be shooting down all my half my aircraft before I even get a chance to start bombing. Kind of the torpedo bombers. Looks like I missed with the rocket planes. I'm way out of practice when it comes to using the strategic planes. Is Midway just not moving out of the spot in the bay? No. It's like she's hitting Seattle. Oh, we got torpedoes off this time. Ooh, they hit. Nope, got 1 hit. Oh, 2 hits. And we got flooding. And it looks like we disabled an engine. It says repair base way too often in that sentence. I just noticed that. Miss. Wondering if I should go over there and try to strike Cleveland instead of these guys. I think I'll wait for my strategic missions to come back. Yeah, okay, that one was a skill issue. You can blame me for that bad shot. Alright, let's go this way. And we'll turn to come bring Cleveland into range. I think the problem is I'm trying to lead like the slow rocket planes that like do the strafing and then shoot. I think what I should be doing is just going straight for the hole with the. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go look for Midway and see if I can't put a spot on it for Hanover to deal with it. Although Hanover doesn't look like he's doing too good. There's Midway. And there goes my dog again. The neighbors are allowed to play, even though they play in the middle of the street like weirdos. They like there's like a cul-de-sac thing, and they sit in the middle of the street there. Which, if it was a like an actual cul-de-sac, wouldn't be that big of a deal, right? Because everybody coming in is going slow and expecting people to be there. But it's a road that just has like a little bubble, and I'll get shot. And I'll get shot down. Well, there's not really anywhere for us to go. We're just gonna have to sit here and take it. Hope they deal with these guys before they kill me. Come on, at least kill Annapolis. Thank you. I took out his steering, caused some flooding. And I don't know what they expect us to do against this flak. Look at that. Right? And like, that's the approach. Like, I can't dodge. What am I supposed to do? Hopefully somebody will take out Midway while I'm dealing with this guy killing me. Because I certainly can't kill Midway. Ha! Got him. Alright. Take us out of here. Can't really do anything but wait for people to come back, so we've lost them all to AA. Dog's barking again. Alright, got our planes back. Got that fun and exciting gameplay of waiting for planes that we can use. The most important part of every in-game mission, apparently, according to the spreadsheet. It dictates all of the game. Yeah. That went well. We'll see if we can spot Midway again. We can at least get shot down by Midway to help the team. Supposed to getting shot down by Maine or whatever. My dog. I'm sorry. Just have to deal with it. Being a cripple. Well, we got the rest out, I guess. Best we can do. Alright, I think he's done. Never done this before when I was trying to stream. The new thing. No, there he goes again. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go have a conversation with him. Alright, we had a heartfelt conversation. I don't think he paid attention to anything I said, but he stopped barking. So, alright. Well, I'm getting frustrated playing operations with the carriers here. So let's go make other people frustrated with our existence by playing chair's making noises. By playing random battles. But give me just a second to do that. I need to add a big black square so that way people can't see my map. I gotta remember how to do this on OBS. Add. Oh, I think I need to use an actual image. I can't just use a black. So what we'll do here, we'll just put the thumbnail down there in the corner. I'll adjust it when we actually get into battle. Had to do this because I know there's nobody watching who will actually stream snipe me because nobody's watching. But I'm paranoid. So there you have it. Have to block out the mini map. Especially as a carrier, because people will very, very carefully aim their guns at the spot they think you're at and let it loose using the in-game map. Surprised it's taking so long. There's 2 carriers in the queue and 16 battleships. Oh, 4 carriers and 20 battleships. Weird, I've never waited in the queue this long. Of course, I usually don't play carrier. Usually I'm playing something else these days. I started with the carrier and then learned how much people hate you when you play carrier, so I stopped playing carrier. But now I'm here. Alright, that's an interesting division on the other side. They have a destroyer and a carrier. This will certainly be interesting. You know, you can say about how terrible the gameplay is or unrealistic the gameplay is, but the art design was really excellently done. big butt moving so we don't get torpedoed or shot. Although going directly broadside with the enemy is probably not the best idea here. Let's do that instead. Maybe we can get a little scouting done for our submarine while we're doing strikes. I'm sure he appreciates that. Looks like the enemy CD is all the way on the other side of the map. Give this gentleman a what for. And we have to fly out of range and wait for the incredibly long cooldown on our planes. While we're doing that, I guess you'll adjust. There. Covers the map at least. I'll figure something out prettier later. We'll hit Pom Pom here. He needs to be AFK. Here's the enemy carrier. Seems like our entire fleet is going to the top. Probably not the best idea. Ooh, free bomb. That's why you don't take a nap while you're waiting for the game to load. Unfortunately, we have to wait again. FDR is great when it comes to the number of planes, but this cooldown needs an adjustment for the modern game, I think. Back around here. I'm going to drop on Marco Polo here. Or I guess it was Laura that we bombed first time. Probably not my best work. All that back. Not another one. So FDR is a lot different than other carriers in that American carriers in that planes are really slow and have this weirdly long cooldown time on their bombs, but they're super duper durable. I think Beast Gorilla is asking for another bombing. Entire fleet went north, and we still lost the cap. It looks like their entire fleet went north too, so maybe us losing the cap is not that bad. Whoop, I am in trouble though. They can't shot off me here. Not expect so many of their people to go north. The one downside to these planes is that just take forever to get off the cooldown. We're going to lose this one. Not that I'm going to not trying my best, but I mean, look at that mess. They're all right there in that corner. Maybe I can at least ruin Obese Gorilla's day. Starting to understand more and more why people hate carriers. And there goes the dog again. hiding behind that island, I can do this. Marco. Hi, Marco. Really shouldn't park perfectly still when there's a CD around. Oh, he's moving now. Should have aimed ahead of him. Gave us a nice juicy broadside. He also gave my entire team a nice juicy broadside, not that any of them are going to take advantage of it. But we at least did our job. And it looks like our friend Loria, the other Italian battleship, has finally met his end. It's too bad nobody's shooting Polo because he was flat broadside, but now he's headed the other direction. So it's these planes. I really shouldn't have picked these planes. I should have gone with the torpedo bombers again. Oh well. We can't even put fighters down to help protect our submarine here. But the way Enalt's not maneuvering. Actually, I wonder about this Siva here. If we can hit him good. The one thing about FDR is it's bad at... Oh, okay. I gotta try to get that. Just sitting there again. Didn't learn for the last time. Oh, looks like Pom-Pom woke up. Incredibly slow ready time. There we go. Give Mr. Pom-Pom another whack. We can hit Carnot here. He knows I'm coming. Fortunately, there's not really anybody to take advantage of the fact that he just went broadside. We can at least hit him with a few drops. Oh, that actually did quite a bit of damage there. Go ahead, give him another hit. Yep, that was a mistake. Alright, we're gonna call those guys back. Why is my cruisers all the way in the back of the map? Two cruisers that are just here for some reason. Okay, good. Fletcher didn't do what I thought he was doing. I thought Fletcher was going to go down the A line, and I would have been in trouble because there's not really anything FDR can do against the Fletcher. not at close range. But seems to be preferring to smoke up his friend, which is a good strategy. This is an interesting choice to send your bombers to bomb nothingness. Betting I didn't hit anything. I was kind of hoping with how wide the spread is that I would manage to hit. Oh, I did manage to hit. There it goes. Alright, now we're going to take care of an alt. Well, my team seems to be doing okay. We're just very behind on points because we didn't capture anything until just now. He's broadside to the Anawami now. May not get a huge number of hits of torpedoes, but he's broadside, so maybe Iwami will kill him. Maybe not. Kearsarge just joining in on the hunt. And I'm hitting Kearsarge in my face. Yeah. But keeping him from supporting Fletcher, so maybe Z-144 can take him out. Let's see if we can give Fletcher something to think about here. Well, we lost our Iwami. At least forces him to maneuver while we shoot him. Or they shoot him. My friends. Yeah, we're gonna lose this on points even if we don't lose it on ships. All we have to do is not die for the next couple of minutes. Just since we lost the Iwami, could have probably taken this and ult out by now. We got Yoshino's committing a suicide run against the battleship over there. Well, at least Kearsarge knows how to use planes. It may be bad shot, but at least he got the plane. Hi, alt. I come from the sky to say hello. That's 2 notches in my belt. Well, that Fletcher's not doing too good either. Yeah, there goes that guy. Where did you go, Fletcher? Way I'm gonna hit him, but I'm keeping him here instead of spotting Yu Yang. Although Yu Yang's got his AK running full blast, so everybody knows where he's at. Yeah, or cool down on the bombers. Come on, turn. now I just gotta go find, we lost Yu Yang. Yeah, I know. That was a really bad drop. Well, your star's just doing work. Yeah, I know. You said that already. Right, so Immerman still hasn't moved. Nault is using that island. He's moving forward, so he's going to have a rough time here in a second. He's launching a fighter. Fighter. Did outrun the fighter. I mean, we took quite a bit of losses, but I don't think we're going to manage it. We gave up too many points at the beginning. Call that guy back and get this going. We're going to lose Kearsarge to the fire, and that's going to be it. Yep. I'm one away from a Kraken. I don't think I'm going to get it, though. I'm getting these planes, at least. The fighter's not hitting me. Oh, now it's hitting me. Yeah, that's it. Game over. We did our job. I can end that one feeling okay with myself. Alright, well.
We are mighty, but defeated.
We got 4 destroyed ribbons in 1 battle. Hey, look at that. Working on our tasks. And we're working on that. Well, we didn't win, but we did pretty good. Let me see, I should have checked how much more I have on the dockyard mission. We are not even halfway there. That's good. The new one opens up tomorrow, and maybe not even tomorrow. Is it already open? I think. Let me see. Dockyard. Nope. So it opens tomorrow, or 2 days from now. All right. Well, let's take FDR back out. Oh, we got 2 submarines this time. Guess we have an island to hide behind this time. We got big boy submarines. It's funny how they put U-2501 and then U-4501 on the same team. If I was developing the mission things, I would definitely set it up so that, oh, we have 4 of the same ship. Split them between the teams. But I am not the game developer, I guess. But the matchmaking thing in this game seems like overly simplified for what it should be. Like, it doesn't care how skilled the players are, so it doesn't try to match anything. Like, I would have coded it so, it looks at the 2 player sets and goes, just go by the win rate. It goes, oh, this team has like a 55% win rate, this team has a 23% win rate. Let's swap some ships around. I mean, random battles are just for fun anyway. Even though some people swear up and down that their little win ratio means something. And maybe it does for them. They can find meaning in the video games. Why is there no ships? Not a Soviet ship? Uh-oh. I don't want to be near the light cruiser and these fighters. Let's move off a little. Let small snake do small snake things. Although I probably could make a pretty good bombing run on it. I'm more inclined to try to scout for Howland here than I am to score cheap hits at the beginning. Put a fighter right here. Anybody coming up the middle is gonna get spotted. And that was a terrible shot for that submarine. Make up for it. Hey, getting some hits in here. 2 hits, that was it. But I see a big juicy target that's just sitting here broadside. He's not going to have a good day in a minute. Drop. And we got shifty eyes up here. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make the bombing run here. Just because the timer isn't gonna go down fast enough. I'm gonna have to spend too much time inside his AA radius. Come on, timer. Getting there. Bombs. Alright. Let's take out some torpedo bombers here. Birds. Well, that went badly. Like that. Lost Andy's guy needs to pay a little bit better attention to what's going on around him and stop telling other people what to do. Lost our submarine. It's gonna hurt. We'll leave some fighters here, and maybe when he comes up for air, he'll get spotted. We're doing that. Yep, there he is. Get him, guys. Jeez, we just wiped out half that guy's HP almost. Looks like they didn't have their bombs on their depth charge bombers on cooldown, off cooldown. Otherwise, that you or what would have been having a bad day. Oh well. Can't win them all. At least we gave that Montana a beating. Let's see if we can at least shave Shifty here. From the torpedo menace. Put the fighters here so they're out of AA range. Gonna blind fire into the smoke. Buffalo's on the wrong side of the smoke, so he's about to get a smacking if Shifty starts shooting him. We're gonna lose all of our planes here, but let's keep him. Nope, we lost Shifty. I think that may be us. It for us, buddies.
We must not fail.
Sorry, I'm thinking too hard here. There's not really anything we can do. We can try to find Holland. But with these planes, I don't think I can hit him. Oh, there's Soy Subas. He's finally came out of wherever he was hiding. Thinking Hamburger went up this way. That's definitely not my best work, guys. Oh, found you. Guessing Hamburger's not on this side of him, on Conqueror, then he's probably on the east side over there. Right. Oh, there's hamburger. So. At least come over here and bomb Soyuz for a good hit. It's not moving very quick. Well, that was lame. Wasn't even a close match like the last one was. At least the last one I could feel like, oh, I accomplished something, but all I did this one was do a little bit of damage. Yeah, that's a solid hit. Unfortunately, that's the end of those bombers. That fighter's gonna shoot them down if they don't get out of there. Well, maybe, he went dark. There's an island between us and them, game. Don't need to alert me about the torpedoes. I did that way too soon, I think. Well, I at least reset the cap. You are alone, not beaten. No, I'm pretty sure I'm beaten. Put our secondaries to use. I'm sure we can take 2 light cruisers. Ah, that should have killed him. Oh well. It's the joy of team-based games, I guess. Oh, did I finish? No, I did not. What did I finish here? Shipbuilding phase with flooding, or fire, and then the task. We'll grab the next task. Collect awards. Right. We're working on promote here. Yeah, how do you say his name? Yama. I never remember this. How to say this guy's name? All right, let's see. Receive 2,000 and survive the battle. Well, that's crazy. Shoot down 20 enemy aircraft as a force. we'll do that one. Alright, looks like we completed a phase of the dockyard at least. Open that. Collect the reward. Oh boy, 500 steel. Ooh, it's actually starting to look like a ship now. It's got turret barbettes. That's where the smoke comes out. And containers. Like a bit of coal. Open. 800 coal. Woohoo. And let's see what we got for the dockyard. We need. Doesn't seem to have gone up at all. Alright, well, let's double check and make sure I. 13. Yeah, this mission counts for it. Kind of. I guess it was a 12 before and I'm misremembering. Alright, well. Let's make another try at it. Actually, hang on. How many more battles do I need to do today? For the Grand Voyage. We need one more. Okay, we'll do one more battle. I was going to say, because it's been an hour. And Puppy gets antsy if I spend more than an hour at a time playing video games without giving him belly rubs. We can't have that. Loading, loading, loading. That one went fast. West Coast must be getting off of work. Alright. Ooh, we're against a Russian carrier this time. Do you think they put those islands specifically in the game because they knew aircraft carriers would want to hide behind them? They don't really seem to have any other purpose besides, like, hiding behind when you're losing. And yes, I did just subtly imply that CV players are losers because they hide behind the islands that are made for you to use when you're losing. And funny. That very pretty DM down there. Looks like we've got... Johnson must be the new Tier 9. Yep, new Tier 9. Oh no, that's not. New Tier 9 gunfighter. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. I'll go over here and spot for him because he's got the biggest effectability radius. There's enemy fighters there. An interesting choice to open up with the fighters. Usually the Russian players go for the skip bombers. Because you can use those at almost maximum AA range. Oh, you got a pom-pom. Hi, pom-pom. Yeah, there's Christopher. We're going to give pom-pom a little treat. Alright, we'll give Johnson the best help we can get. I think Christopher's the new one, and Johnson must be the one you get for the tokens. Montana. It was going to hit NC, but Montana's turning towards me. Ooh, that was a good one. up with these fighters. Be an interesting mechanic if they made it so instead of automatically shutting off, you could continue to boost, but it would drain HP like you were overheating your engine or whatever. Because I imagine that, like, you don't go when you're in the middle of a firefight, you don't go, oh, I'm overheating my engine, better slow down. It's, no, go, 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 go. We'll worry about rebuilding the engine later. Oh, Johnson got him. Wish Russian had committed instead of turning around like he's turning. But can't control other players. I believe some of the old U.S. World War II fighters had a little wire connected to the throttle that when it snapped, it told the technicians that they needed to rebuild the engine because the pilot was pushing the throttle too hard. Somebody will have to correct me on that. If anybody ever watches these, leaves comments. If I'm wrong. But I believe it was a prominent feature of the P-51. Their battleships were in a tangle now because they lost their spotter. But I'm getting shot up. All right. Going in. We might be able to take out Hinanami here because he's stuck behind that island. No, it looks like he's coming around to try to torpedo Missouri. Well, we're going to have a little surprise for him when he does. Oh, he's turned around. Well, I will say that their team is committed on this push on this corner here. But that's embarrassing for that Missouri. At least forced Montana to turn away. These guns are going to be way ineffective. All the way out here and facing that direction. He's probably got that legendary module, that's how he turns so fast. But I made a mistake in thinking that I could only drop once. Oh, come on, some of those gotta hit. Okay. Only two? Oh, okay. They're very slow. It's not my best work. But we seem to be tearing them up pretty good there.
The scales tip in our favor.
Yes, they do. Alright, Pom-Pom. It's time for you to take another torpedo hit. Yeah, dropped too late. We get absolutely torn up by the AA here. But Jin doesn't seem interested in coming out from behind that island. Jian, I'm not sure how you say it. Which is not great for his teammates. He's the only one that can spot Johnson. What the heck is going on that point there? And Steve has run as far away from the fight as he can get. I think they're all bugging out. They really shouldn't be, because it's not like they're losing. They just must feel like it. At least try to protect Musashi for a little bit. Nah, it wasn't. Hopefully my team doesn't go with a compulsive need to win harder here. And they just keep the enemy off the surface. The enemies are going to kill the pipper wheel. Sure, he's got a line. We're running out of planes. Should not have been playing with Montana like I was. At least Johnson knows what he's doing. This stuff. I think they're gonna make it through here on the A side. See if we can. Oh, Sojing isn't just AFK. Right, gotta. Yeah, come on, Sojing, torpedoes. You can torpedo this guy. And I've made a horrible mistake. Okay, he is torpedoing the guy. Good. Detected him with Hydro. Of course, these stupid planes take forever to finish resetting after you fire them. Here we go. We lost Sejong. I think we might have snatched defeat from the jaws of victory here, guys. Not looking good on the ship counts. Gotta hold the line. Okay, Russian, you can kill that guy. There's no way he can survive getting hit by your main guns. Well, he's gonna smoke up. But his smoke isn't gonna do him any good if he's going too fast and he's firing his AA. Oh, come on. Is it though? I'm not too sure I agree with that. Oh good, we at least got Johnson doing work. Johnson needs thumbs up. Well, we're forced to use damage control. Unfortunately, I suspect if he set up the Montana correctly, he's going to have like a solid 30 seconds of that. But I am going to go this way because I underestimated Russian and thought they were going to lose that flank. It turns out they lost the other flank.
Our time runs short. Only 5 minutes remain.
Well, we just have to stay alive for 5 minutes. Over here to Cossack and put my fighters down before the other guy gets here. I don't think that's going to be fast enough. Cossack is going to run into that anyway. Tactical braking maneuver.
Protectors aligned.
Yeah, I'm about to have a bad day. Alright, so Kiev must be in B. He's probably was hoping to flush out Cossack. Oh, no, Cossack is or Kiev is after me. Well, he's not going to be fast enough to kick me out. As the match will end before then, we'll turn this way. Well, we didn't do good at all on that one, but the team carried us, so we get a victory.
Victorious.
Alright. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. And hopefully, maybe I'll switch over to doing battleships or something, because this is taking way too long. That's it. Talk to you guys later.